Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Adam Pearce announced a high-stakes match for tomorrow night's episode of WWE Raw. The promotion is building toward Elimination Chamber 2025 on March 1. WWE shared a video featuring the Raw general manager today on social media, and he made a major announcement for tomorrow night's show. Damage CTRL's Dakota Kai will be squaring off against American-made's Ivy Nile in a #1 contenders match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Pearce also shared that women's tag team champions Bianca Belair and Naomi will be on Raw this week. There are also 2 Elimination Chamber qualifying matches set for tomorrow night's edition of the Red Brand. Roxanne Perez will battle Raquel Rodriguez, and Finn Balor will be squaring off against Seth Rollins during this week's episode of Raw. Raw general manager Adam Pearce recently gave CM Punk a hilarious new nickname. The 46-year-old has already qualified for the men's Elimination Chamber match by defeating Sami Zayn earlier this month. Punk competed in the men's Royal Rumble match, but was eliminated by Logan Paul. CM Punk recently spotted Pearce at the airport and shared a video of him on his Instagram story. The former NWA champion reacted to Punk's post and gave the former AEW World Champion a hilarious new nickname. Adam Pearce poked fun at the veteran's Second City Saint nickname and referred to him as the Second City Stalker for taking a picture of him at the airport. Adam Pearce also announced that Sami Zayn will be appearing on tomorrow night's episode of WWE Raw. The former Intercontinental Champion was brutally attacked by Kevin Owens earlier this month, following his loss to CM Punk. Zayn sent Owens an emotional message before this past Friday's episode of WWE SmackDown. The spotlight beamed down on the squared circle of the WWE Raw arena as the crowd buzzed with anticipation. The arena was packed with fans from all corners of the world, and the energy inside was palpable. The night was shaping up to be another unforgettable chapter in the history of Monday Night Raw, and no one could have predicted what was about to unfold. As the camera panned across the audience, they were all wondering one thing: what could possibly be in store for them next? The answer came soon enough, as the familiar figure of Adam Pearce, WWE's authoritative executive and one of the most respected voices in the business, made his way down the ramp, microphone in hand. The audience, always keen on catching every word spoken by Pearce, instantly quieted down in anticipation of what news he might bring. Pearce had a reputation for making monumental decisions, and tonight it was clear he had something major to announce. The tension builds. As Pearce stepped into the ring, he was greeted with a mixed reaction from the crowd. Some fans cheered in support, while others booed, recognizing him as the figure often responsible for shaking up the status quo. Pearce, ever calm and composed, raised his hand to quiet the crowd, allowing the whispers of the audience to fade into a hush. He began speaking, his voice carrying throughout the arena. "Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have something incredibly special for you. What I'm about to announce is not just another match, but an event that could change the course of WWE Raw for months to come. I've been in this business long enough to know when the time is right to make a bold move, and tonight is that time." The crowd grew even quieter, if that was possible. They were now hanging on every word, eagerly awaiting the big announcement. Pearce continued, his tone now more deliberate. "Over the last few weeks, we've seen some of the most intense rivalries in WWE history. From bitter feuds that have ignited chaos to passionate battles for supremacy, Raw has been on fire. But as always, it's about more than just settling scores. It's about proving who truly belongs at the top." The atmosphere was thick with intrigue. Fans exchanged excited looks. What did Pearce mean by proving who belongs at the top? What kind of match could possibly live up to the anticipation building in the arena? The announcement. Adam Pearce raised his hand again, this time to emphasize the gravity of what he was about to say. "That's why next week, here on WWE Raw, we will have a match that will change everything, a match with more than just pride on the line. This is not just a regular contest, but a high-stakes match where every competitor will be risking their future, their legacy and potentially their spot in WWE. I'm talking about a career versus championship match. The crowd erupted in cheers and boos, the mixture of reactions showing how truly monumental the announcement was. Pearce stood motionless in the center of the ring, allowing the gravity of his words to settle in. The stipulation is simple, Pearce continued, the crowd hanging on every syllable. The winner of this match will not only claim the WWE Championship, but the loser will be forced to leave Raw forever. The crowd went wild. Pearce smiled, knowing the chaos he had just set in motion. He had made it clear, there would be no turning back. The stakes were higher than ever before, and this match would determine the future of the WWE Universe. Fans in the arena were still buzzing, their excitement contagious. The tension was fake, and the uncertainty of what could happen next made the moment all the more electrifying. Setting the stage. Pearce paused again, giving the fans time to process the announcement. The energy in the arena was at a fever pitch, but they needed to know who would be competing in this epic match. "That's right, folks," Pearce said, his eyes scanning the arena. "I'm sure many of you are wondering who will be involved. Well, after careful deliberation and considering the intense rivalries that have developed here on Raw, I have selected the following competitors: Seth Rollins, the former champion, Roman Reigns, the reigning Universal Champion, and Brock Lesnar, the Beast himself." The crowd gasped, collectively realizing the magnitude of what Pearce had just said. The prospect of seeing these three larger-than-life figures battle it out for not only the title but their careers was almost too much to comprehend. "Rollins, Reigns, Lesnar," Pearce repeated, his voice now ringing with authority. "Three of the biggest names in WWE history, but only one can walk away with the title. The other two, well, they will have to bid farewell to Monday Night Raw. This match will be like nothing you've ever seen before." Pearce lowered the microphone and stood in the center of the ring, allowing the fans to process the incredible news. For a few moments the arena was filled with nothing but loud murmurs and excited chatter. The anticipation for the coming week was already overwhelming, and yet Adam Pearce had more to say. The match structure. With a small smile, Pearce raised his hand once again. "Now, let's talk about the match itself. This won't be any ordinary triple threat match. This is going to be a Hell in a Cell match. The three men will enter the demonic structure, and it will be do or die. The only way to win is to pin or submit your opponent inside the unforgiving steel structure. There will be no disqualifications, no count-outs. Only one man will emerge victorious." The crowd erupted in an explosion of cheers. A Hell in a Cell match between Rollins, Reigns, and Lesnar? The very thought of it sent chills down the spines of fans around the world. A match with the kind of stakes that had the potential to change everything. A match that would define careers. Pearce let the crowd's reaction wash over him before speaking again. "I know that some of you have been waiting for a match like this for a long time. I know that some of you think you already know who will walk away as the winner. But this match will prove that anything can happen in WWE. It's a career-defining moment. It's a match for the ages." The reactions of the competitors. The stage was set. The fans couldn't wait to see what would happen next. But the question remained, how would the three superstars involved in this high-stakes contest react? In the backstage area, the camera zoomed in on Seth Rollins, who was pacing back and forth. Rollins, always a calculated and confident competitor, seemed to be processing the news, but there was no doubt that he was ready for this challenge. As the former champion, Rollins had everything to prove. If anyone knew what it was like to lose everything, it was Seth Rollins. Losing this match meant losing his career. He could hardly believe what Pearce had announced, but he knew that he had to step up. Then there was Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, perhaps the most dominant force in WWE today, stood in front of a mirror, reflecting on the challenge ahead. Reigns had never shied away from a fight, and this was no exception. But the stakes were unlike anything he had faced before. His legacy, his title, his career, it all hung in the balance. The weight of the decision hit him, but Reigns was a fighter, and he knew that he had to prove once again why he was the top dog. Lastly, Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate, who was known for thriving in chaos, stood with his manager, Paul Heyman, discussing strategy. Lesnar had always excelled in brutal matches, and the announcement of a Hell in a Cell match only served to ignite his hunger for destruction. The stipulation of losing his career didn't faze him. If anything, it made him more dangerous. He wasn't there to play games. He was there to dominate, and everyone in WWE would learn that the beast was unleashed. The final word. As the evening drew to a close, Pearce made one final statement. The match is set, 3 men, 1 title, and the future of WWE Raw on the line. In 1 week, we will witness history, so get ready, because next Monday night, the most dangerous match in WWE will take place, and only one man will survive. The tension in the air was thick. The fans, fully invested in the future of the WWE Universe, could hardly wait for next week's monumental event. What would happen in that Hell in a Cell match? Who would emerge victorious? And more importantly, who would leave WWE Raw forever? For now, all they could do was speculate, and the anticipation for the coming week reached a fever pitch. The stakes had never been higher. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.